after a period of time, I said, I need money. And one of the guys said, well, I'm working at a place, man, and I think they need a trash man or a groundsman there. And I said, okay, I can do that. What we're going to, he says, I just don't see how you would take a job for minimum wage, you know. And then when I realized I wasn't going to get the job, I said, what I put down on that paper isn't true. The last job that I had, I made 23 cents an hour in prison, and I was the highest paid person at the prison I was. I started out making 5 cents a day. I said, I'd be grateful if you let me work for minimum wage. I thank you. It'd be more money than I've had in the last 10 years. And he said, you're joking, right? And I said, no. I said, I want to work, because if you don't let me work, I'm going to wind up back in prison. And they gave me a stick with a nail in it. And he said, your job is going to be to pick up trash. And so I started picking up trash. And I remember, this is going to sound insane to you. I took so much pride in picking up trash. I thought I was doing brain surgery out there. If you threw a cigarette butt down, I was like that. And so the vice president of the company that I worked for, the corporation I worked for, came down because they had heard about this, about this property that used to be real, real dirty, all these problems. They had never had it, what they call curb appeal like that. When the vice president started asking me to kind of like tell him who I was and the changes, he says, you're really sincere about this. I said, man, this is not a big deal to you picking up trash, but this is a big deal. This is the first job I've honestly had. Forget all that other good job. This is one that I feel good about what I'm doing, and I'm grateful to have it. And what he told me was, he said, if all you want is a job, all I ask that you do is come to work every day. He said, but if you want a career, I want you to go to school and start taking courses to learn how to do this other stuff, the maintenance stuff. Long story short, I've taken every course you could take in my particular field. I started this job picking up trash. I now run that housing complex, I am the maintenance superintendent. I have like a $2.5 million budget now that I have to be in charge of and make decisions on what I'm going to do in this property. I'm gone from the lowest job there to the highest. I figured out that maybe my path was going to prison, going as low as I went, coming out, losing everything, starting from the bottom. But what I figured out is not every addict has to go that route. And I started realizing that the same way that somebody gave me a chance and gave me some blessings, that maybe I need to start reaching out. And I remember I was working with a kid that couldn't get clean. And he came back to me. He says, Joe, the detox closed. I said, man, you're a lie. The detox is open. I know it's open. So anyway, I go over there to this next city, which is Norfolk, and find out the detox has been closed. And it's been closed because of money reasons. And so, I go to a city council meeting over there and want to know why it's closed. I said, I got somebody want to get clean, and you guys close the detox. And they said, well, if you don't like it, you need to start a program to get your detox open. What I did was I got involved with SARA, and that was this Fledgling Substance Abuse Addiction and Recovery Alliance. And it was, again, that thing. Somebody else trusted me. And I progressed from being the treasurer to the president of my local area, to being the treasurer for SARA of the state of Virginia, to being the president, vice president, and president of SARA, and then being president emeritus of SARA, and I'm back to being president. I'm now on the Governor's Substance Abuse Council. I meet with every department head in the state of Virginia that have anything to do with mental health, mental retardation, and substance abuse service. And we do annual reports, and we send them to the governor for his approval. Recovery's been the best thing in the world for me. I have a relationship with all my kids. I'm watching the grandkids. I think the greatest gift that I've had is when I came out of prison, my daughter told me, said, Dad, she said, I only got one father, and that's you. She says, and I can't get rid of that. She says, but I'll never trust you again as long as I live. And I went through a thing of years of her telling me that she wanted me to go out and have lunch with her. I better not be late, and I was there early. I remember little by little working my way back into her heart. Uh, about 3 years ago, my daughter thought she was being deployed to Iraq, and she got special leave to come home, and she asked me to be the parent if she had to go to Iraq to take care of her son. And I remember sitting there just crying because I remember this kid telling me not only did she not trust me, she would never trust me again. And she said, Dad, if something happened to me, I want to write this power of attorney out and everything for you that you'll raise my son. This is the same kid that wanted nothing to do with me. And that's the real gifts of recovery, to get your family back. It's not the house, and houses are nice. It's not the stuff. Stuff is nice. It's when your kids tell you they love you, and when they tell you that they want you in their life and they want you to be a part. That's the stuff money can't buy, and that's the stuff that my recovery is made of. Thanks.